nobody does the holidays quite like Disney. And because of this, well, for two reasons, I was very excited to watch the Decorating Disney 1 hour special that's currently on Disney Plus. And the other reason I was really interested to watch it is not just for the holiday magic, because although it's only the middle of September, I'm very much in Christmas mode. I also really love seeing behind the scenes at the Disney parks and seeing how they do things. Some people don't like that because they feel like it ruins the magic, and I completely get that. I completely understand that aspect of it. But I'm more curious than anything. I should also point out I've only ever been to one Disney park, Disney Paris, and never at Christmas. So I was particularly excited to see kind of what this is like and what I've obviously seen pictures, but I was really hoping that this would be something quite magical, and it absolutely is. I don't really want to go into too much detail about what they show us, because a lot of it is see it to believe it. So I'll just kind of talk about the basics of what you can expect if you haven't seen this. But if you don't want to know anything at all, and you just want to know if it's worth it, it's Whoopi Goldberg talking about Disney parks at Christmas time for just short of an hour. It's absolutely worth it. So this is the package is written by Gregory Poppin, and Whoopi Goldberg is our host. She takes us through little behind the scenes tours of things that are going on. She gets kind of actively involved. She asks questions of the employees there. It feels weird calling them employees. I know they're called cast members in Disney stores. I'm sure Disney have a more magical name than that. But she talks to the creators and the designers and engineers who all work together to put Disney magic out every year. And something that I found very interesting, just as a tiny spoiler, is that first of all, every Disney holiday decoration is repainted every year. And I don't know why that surprised me, because it's Disney and they don't do things by half. But I just thought, if it's hanging from a shop where nobody can reach it, it's not going to get that badly damaged, but they still, or seen that close up, let's be honest, but they still take the time every year to painstakingly refresh everything. So if it is your first time there for the holidays, everything will have been completely done up and basically is as new. And I think that that's lovely. The fact that they do spend 12 months preparing for the holidays it makes a lot of sense, because obviously it's one of their biggest seasons. People specifically go to the parks at Christmas for the holiday magic. And I would love to do that one day as well. But it's really fascinating to kind of not just how they do it, but for how long they do it. It really is beautiful. So as we follow Whoopi Goldberg around, we get to see different behind the scenes things with the lighting and how they construct some of the larger attractions. Obviously this is post Frozen. This was released in 2017, so it's fairly contemporary. And obviously Frozen plays a pretty big part in Disney Christmas these days, because it's basically the epitome of Disney winter. It also looks at, obviously, I'm not going to go into too much detail about this, but there's one ride, probably one of the most popular rides. I think it's one of the only rides that's at every Disney park, gets a complete Christmas makeover, and seeing it was beautiful. What's even more interesting is how much time they have to actually transform the park, because it's not like they shut the park for a month to prepare or anything. It's really, really head on, and the amount of people involved in putting this together is just amazing. For me, seeing the effort and the dedication and the commitment that goes into turning Disneyland or Disney World into the holiday version just heightens the magic. Now, I'm not saying before this I thought everything just magically appeared and Jack Skellington just kind of hung back after Halloween to take his place in the Christmas decorations. But I never really thought about how much effort it takes and how much time it takes to get even just one of the parks ready. And when I ever go to a park to see at Christmas time, it will be after I've seen it at Halloween, because Halloween is my first priority. But once I've been there for Halloween, I will then endeavour to go to maybe one of the other parks for Christmas, and I feel like I will have a seriously increased appreciation of just how much time and effort and energy went into creating this holiday magic. It's a beautiful documentary. Obviously, being hosted by Whoopi Goldberg, it's fantastic. As I mentioned, it's on Disney Plus. I don't want to say any more than that. I don't want to spoil it. It's definitely worth checking out, as long as you're sure or pretty certain that it won't ruin the magic for you. If you're the kind of person who likes that behind the scenes knowledge, I apologise if you can hear some drilling outside. They are creating a new Pret a Manger directly across the road from me, and they are currently putting up the sign for it, just to break the Disney magic a bit. If you feel like you will not lose the Disney magic and it'll only heighten it, I completely recommend this.